Round 13 of the AFL Premiership season is about to begin. We've got Richmond and Giants on a bye. No one really cares too much about that. Really good football. Let's go through each game, have a little chat about it, as well as give my prediction. Here we go. And we kick it off with Thursday night football in Adelaide. We've got the Crows versus Geelong. Crows coming off a bye round. They're fresh. Although no Phil Thorpe, no ranking, two big outs. Geelong coming off a loss against the Premiership contenders. Coming off a loss against the 15th ranked Carlton Blues, who in the last 3 weeks are playing like Fremantle. What do we think in Adelaide? I still think Geelong, but a bye week. No, Geelong by 18. I think Geelong they'll do really well in the first quarter. Decent lead. Adelaide will bring it back, home ground advantage. Bit of back and forth. Halftime, it's coming close. Third round, a little bit close. And then I think the third quarter, Geelong may take it away. I said 18 points. No, let's go Geelong by 20. I think it'll be 3 goals and a little bit. Close game though. Good Thursday night football. Tex is back. He was in the twos. Did really, really well. But I think no ranking, no Phil Thorpe. That's a big outs. Geelong by 20 points. Friday night football, we've got the Hawks against Bulldogs in the MCG. That's good Friday night football. We're expecting maybe about 50,000 people, I think. Hawks coming off a massive win against St Kilda. Destroyed them by 10 goals. Bulldogs coming off a good win by 4 points against the Pies. So both teams coming off a win, feeling good. Round 13. Hawks are a big favourite. Do I agree? No. But yes, I think Hawks are going to... Or the Bond factor. Hang on. The Bond factor is still not enough. No, we're going Hawks. I think Hawks will just show Bulldogs there's levels to this. We're going to do Hawks by 26 points. Bulldogs keep it close. Hawks take it away. Hawks by 20... Yeah, I think so. Hawks by 26 points. We move on to Saturday, the first game. North Melbourne against Fremantle. Now, wow. Fremantle, red hot. Red hot. Arguably the best team in the comp. Hands down. Beating the reigning back-to-back premiers in Brisbane last week comfortably. North Melbourne having a bye. 2 weeks ago, beating Gold Coast Suns. Close win. North, we're still trying to figure out where they are. Sometimes North plays good football and you're thinking, is the rebuild, is the 48-year-old rebuild finally coming to fruition? But then sometimes North will remind us that, oh wait, no, there's still another 35 years ahead. Fremantle just top football, really well-oiled machine. Their system, their brand of football is class. North Melbourne rested up. I think people will think it will be a bit of a beatdown, but I think North will keep it closer than what most people will think. Freo will still get the 4 points. I'm doing Freo by 5 goals. I think some people may think Freo will destroy them. I don't think it'll be that much of a beating, but I think a comfortable 30 points should do. Fremantle, get it done. Gold Coast versus Brisbane. Gold Coast as well coming off a bye round, should be fresh. Brisbane, last week losing to Fremantle, but everyone loses to Fremantle. Although we can definitely agree, this is not Brisbane's year. They're not winning the flag. They're not going to go three-peat. And this year, their brand of football, they just seem a little bit lost. There are times where there are huge holes. The Giants made an AFL record against the Brisbane squad. You can see that there's a little bit of just, what's going on here type of thing, which is quite surprising for us at first because they just won the Premiership 2 years in a row. Gold Coast are quite a heavy favourite, which surprises me. Do I think Brisbane will once again show, hang on, don't write us off just yet? Or will a week's rest off Gold Coast, losing to North by 4, give them a bit of fire and think, hang on, we're not that bad? I think Brisbane will get it done. I think Brisbane will just give everyone, the whole AFL community, a hey. We just lost to Fremantle. Everyone loses to Fremantle. We've had a little bit of a low blows, a bit of a... but we're going to bring it back up. Don't worry. We're going to remind you who we are. Gold Coast, I'm not sold on them. Brisbane get it done. Brisbane by 19 points. And the final game of Saturday, we're going to Perth. We've got the Eagles versus Port Adelaide. Number 15 versus number 16. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Box office footy. I tell you what, Port Adelaide might just be the best, worst team we've ever seen. You know, at times, they beat Geelong a few weeks ago, but they're 16th. I think they're playing the tank role perfectly. They're the favourites against Eagles this week. Eagles beat Essendon last week, which means nothing. Under 12s could beat us right now. Port Adelaide should get it done, but I think Eagles will win. I think Port Adelaide, they're in complete no man's land. But at the same time, like I said, they do perform. So they're in some land as well. I don't know where they stand. I just have a gut feeling Eagles are going to get it done. At home ground advantage, yeah, I think Eagles get it done. Harley gets the 3 votes. Eagles, it's going to be close. Eagles by 6. 1 goal. Eagles get it done. Sydney Swans versus St Kilda. Last week, St Kilda against Hawthorn. Halftime, Hawthorn 55, St Kilda 5. If that's against Hawthorn, Sydney by 76 points. I think we're looking at another beatdown. They smashed Richmond. I think Sydney, another percentage boost. Huge win. Sydney by 76. We move on to the game of the round. We've got the Essendon Bombers versus Carlton Blues. Now, we need to talk. If you know your Bombers, if you know your Carlton, let me put it down this way. Essendon, we lost to Richmond, we lost to Eagles. We are terrible. The worst football team in the competition by far. Carlton, 3 winning streak, just beat the 3rd best team last week. Looking really, really good. But if you're an Essendon fan, you're probably thinking this would be peak Essendon to beat Carlton, to lose to Richmond and Eagles and beat the team that beat Geelong. And if you're a Carlton fan, you're saying this would be peak Carlton. 3 in a row win, just beat Geelong last week and lose to Essendon. If you know your footy, you can't disagree with me. And on that note, I'm taking Essendon to win. I'm tipping on Essendon to win. I believe the Bombers get it done. Why? How? This is another one of those Jay Viney 3 votes type of things. No idea how. I just think by complete and utter Essendon get it done. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good close game. The Bombers get it done by 13 points. Remember this one. Remember this come Monday when we do a react and recap. We've got footy on Monday. We love it when footy's on Monday. We've got the big freeze game. Neil Danaher, legend. Rest in peace. You're a king. We salute you. Collingwood versus Melbourne. This game is literally it's a flip up of a coin. Exact same odds. Melbourne 6th, Collingwood 11th. Lost to Bulldogs by 4. Beat Eagles by 10. Lose 2 weeks ago by 6. They should be winning these games. Melbourne, I'm still not fully sold on them. But hey, they're in the top 8. They're playing decent football. Who do I think gets the 4 points? I can't go past Collingwood on the big stage. Anytime there's a big stage, the Pies deliver. It's going to be a big crowd, big moment. Everyone in their beanies. Huge occasion. I think Collingwood get it done. DeGoey has a standout game. Collingwood by 9 points.